Hi, Baron. You attack any, you know, American service personnel like you did in Korea with Lord Rolls. But anyway, here's some light exercise for you guys. Just remember, it's the Baron and Lord Rolls that like attacking American Armed Forces personnel, and they did it in Korea and Vietnam. And the fact of the matter is, they just like attacking Americans. And it's Baron and Rothschild and House of Morgan on behalf of General Electric and RCA. That won't let you listen to music while I exercise. Just remember that. Have a nice day. Yeah, the Baron says I have to learn some skills for him. I know, the Baron says Mike has to learn some skills for him. So, okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, like anybody's gonna watch 140 minutes. Well, anyway, we don't get music with this light exercise, courtesy of like Lord Rolls and Baron Rothschild or Lord Rothschild. We have to like control, whatever, J.P. Morgan and the House of Morgan as to like General Electric and RCA. So they have this fantasy that I have to pay them to listen to music. Like I think Walt Disney thinks the same stuff. But anyway, that's why the guy was paying out here in Missouri. He has this fantasy that I have to pay him to listen to music. But anyway, that's why I don't like that. Because what it is the House of Morgan, it is Baron Rothschild or Lord Rothschild and Lord Rolls, who attacked us in the Republic of Korea and in the Republic of Vietnam. And I mean American Armed Forces personnel. They attacked us in both countries, and they think, and they're going to tell us that we can't listen to music in our own country, in our own home, for RCA, the Recording Corporation of America. They can just tell you that for like Baron Rothschild and the House of Morgan and General Electric and like RCA. They didn't just do that. Well, that never was legal. And like there's only copyright for like audio is only supposed to be good for like whatever 3 years. But they're just nuts. They're crazy. They're trying to do this stuff over like the internet because it's like a bigger audience, you know. So they pay these bribes like whatever Senator Warner in Virginia, who's never been anything but the Queen's agent, and he does like whatever he thinks he gets to do. And then like Elizabeth Taylor and Jack Moon and Senator Warner, they think that somebody gives a shit what they think about their house. But anyway, we're gonna do like some light exercise. But remember, we don't get any music because like Jack Warner, Elizabeth Taylor, Senator Warner, and Warner Brothers, the House of Morgan, Baron Rothschild, RCA, and General Electric. Yeah. But they get to kill us. So anyway, so here we go. Okay, so usually they want you to start off with your core. They call it your core, or it's your midsection. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll do some side runs, and then we'll do some things. But these are 10-pound dumbbells. You know, it's for dummies. I mean, us chumps. You know. Anyway, so Don, like, says, hey, The United States needs to do is stop being Uncle Chomp. Yeah, for Baron Rothschild, the House of Morgan, Secretary Rubin, Secretary Summers, those Benjamin Edwards. Those people all fuck off. They're a bunch of bookies. They think they run things for a foreign stock company. My dad was a treasurer or having a lot of contracts with the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy. Stuff you actually get to use for your good welfare. Of course, this foreign stock company and their bookies, well, they're all against your good welfare. As a matter of fact, they want to run a worldwide bribery ring throughout all 50 states to try to seize your utilities and also your utility more or less allowance. Okay, they're going to seize your utilities and your utility allowance, and well, thousands of you perished because they exposed you to the elements, hot and cold. And what this foreign stock company, courtesy of Bloomberg, who was like the mayor of that town there. The mayor of that town there is a state officer. He's supposed to put a stop to all that interstate and international and world bribery there because they're trying to extort from you, embezzle from you, and steal you from you and rob you. And then, in addition to that, they're going to try to expose you to the elements, which has already killed several like old ladies and little kids, and some men too. And then the guy wants to stand there and yell at you that you should work, or he gets to do this to you with your utilities and your treasury. Because he is a big time bookie for a bunch of foreign stock companies. A foreign stock company is just a foreign king, usually supported by a foreign duke or some type of foreign military man running around your country trying to harm you and kill you. That's what a foreign stock company is. Or usually just like any of those stock companies up there in Delaware, New York City, and Connecticut. That's what they are. They're a stock company. They're a foreign stock company, and they're basically a bunch of bookmakers, bookies, prognosticating, speculating on the value of product, goods and products. Okay, guys, speculating on the value of goods and products. That's all he's doing. Well, speculation isn't even lawful. As a matter of fact, it's against the law. And as far as they're going to wreak havoc and ruin about some products and goods that aren't even theirs because they come from your air, land, and water, well, they think they're going to get on a horse and wreak havoc and ruin throughout the United States again, like they've done several times. Wherever those people are up there, I guess they think that king feeds their horse, and they're just going to get on it and ride for them, and just anytime they want. And I do mean for a donut. Anytime they want to just rob, loot, mayhem, pillage, rape. Anytime they want to do that for a foreign king, well, they're just going to get up there, just going to ride around and do that. That's what we're going to use today, because these people. So what's going on in Washington, D.C.? Well, let's see. They're plotting to lay waste to the United States again, and then use the loot to eliminate the people of the United States again for foreign stock companies again. So that's what's going on, guys. Sorry for not pleasant about it. Anyway, okay, our next session's kind of warmed up a little bit. I think that, that little 10-pound thing with a twist there, that thing will get your midsection pretty good. So I kind of warm my shoulders a little bit. So anyway, before you think that I'm, insane, my dad was a treasurer war. does have contracts. The Department of Energy, Department of Finance, and Department of Defense. But anyway, they're notarized and stuff. They got the seal of the United States on them. So. But anyway, I don't know. You're the ones that are going to have to uphold the law within the law. And if you just lay there and let these foreign stock companies just run roughshod over you, well, you've got your local treasurer. Your local treasurer can be quite an ally. Yes, he can. But anyway, you don't really want a foreign stock company even from another state in your state. Like all these like foreign stock companies, these kings and stuff, it's like Saudi Arabia and England and stuff. They want to file their corporate charters in the state of Delaware with one Joseph Biden and his court of exchequer. Well, that's supposed to be insurance. And so the stock market's supposed to be insured. Either Denver, Connecticut, or New York, or all three of them, they're supposed to insure the stock market. So you call them, the court of the exchequer in Delaware. Well, why did they steal from you? They know where you're calling. So they give you this obnoxious noise on the phone, and they don't pay you. So much for the state of Delaware. Then go find a road and piss on it. Well, it's like Joe Biden wants to ridicule people. But anyway, he's a traitor. I don't even know what these like foreign stock companies do. But Bill Clinton lets them run around and kill people out here. So does like, what's his name, Russ Limbaugh. They let them come run around and kill people out here. And then they like, whatever, they run around and tell you go to work or listen to some conservative value systems about what you deserve and shit. And how you go to work for some foreign punk that means you harm. That's why I like at Belridge Elementary, we don't like bootlickers of any kind. And we don't want you to work. Just don't even want you to do it. And no, we don't like bootlickers of any kind. Don't lick boots. Don't do it. But anyway, so that's what's going on, today here. No music, huh? No. So anyway, we haven't lifted in about a week or so. So let's see, doing some bicep stuff here, and gonna catch our breath. I'm gonna turn the air conditioning on. I think I need Pennsylvania for air conditioning. I had 50,000 people at McDonnell Douglas and Boeing, and several thousand machinists. I don't know if you know what a machinist is, but he's the capitalist. Machinist, Gus Hall, machinist, he's the capitalist. He makes a part for a machine that makes a machine that makes a machine that makes goods or products. That's capitalism. Plant, property, and equipment. The equipment is the capitalism. The equipment is the machinist. He makes parts that make machines, that make machines, that make goods, that make products. That's capitalism. This guy and his money stuff, he's just, he was the wrong guy. Because what does the machinist use? What does the machinist use? What does the capitalist use? He needs your air, land, and water, otherwise known as your resources and commodities, to, make products and goods with this machine. That's what the guy needs. And no one else can do that. And that's what's always yours: the air, the land, and the water. So anyway, these foreign stock companies know this, and so they're very active with your government servants, of course, financially. Of course, if you got a good treasurer or a good treasury agent, they might at least talk a good game, They might talk a good game. I don't know if they're actually going to do anything because, like everybody else, I'm not out there to see it. Yeah. So just like the president in the situation now, he don't know anything other than what he sees on TV or what's told to him. Okay, he knows what's told to him or what he sees on TV. Right away, I don't need Pennsylvania for air conditioning parts. I used to do some stuff there initially. The guy says, hey, you need Pennsylvania for air conditioning parts. And I don't need Pennsylvania for air conditioning parts because I'm an independent state. And so I don't really need from my Pennsylvania for air conditioning parts. See, I'm an independent state, and this state has a nuclear reactor. And a number of these dummy companies have come out there and tried to seize it. And, well, okay, they might say, well, Pennsylvania can give you air conditioning parts. And I guess maybe you ought to just let them seize your nuclear reactor for the state of Illinois. Cargill, United States Steel, Bayer, otherwise known as Monsanto, and the Wood River Refinery. That's why they're interested in Missouri's nuclear reactor. And that's why Don thinks he's interested in bringing some oil from Canada to the Wood River Refinery. And, he would like to use Missouri's nuclear reactor or Southern Illinois coal to power it. Well, we don't feel like dying in a coal mine, and we don't feel like dying from more cancer than we otherwise get from that nuclear reactor. So we don't like Obama either, because he's going to save the day by opening up General Motors out there. And well, it's final dust if that just closes up. Because I don't know if you've ever been here, but okay, we did this out of our state, and I don't need to support General Motors to enjoy it or see my good welfare with it. I might need some machinists to make some parts. I might need some tradesmen, to make sure water and utilities work. And of course, I need every farmer I got. So anyway, be right back. I gotta go turn the AC on. So anyway, Missouri does have like medicine too. They keep stealing our medical personnel. People in Missouri go through a lot to educate and care for, medical personnel. And then like these idiots in Washington D.C. think like the state of Texas or the state of Colorado can just steal these people and then tell us they were free. Lady, those people weren't free. They were free when they were going to school, but they tried to say that if they wanted to continue to go ahead with their practice, that they had to go where they told them, which was another state, like Texas or Denver, Colorado. That's what they told them. And how they do that? Well, they think it's a good idea to disable doctors, force them to work like a 7-year indentured service, become a full-fledged doctor, and have like whatever, private practice or admitting privileges. They think that's good. They tell you that you're supposed to go on this worldwide job search or practice. They're going to send you, or they want to say you're needed, which just means that state didn't take care of its own. That state didn't educate its own. That state they didn't take care of its own. That state didn't take care of its own. And so they want to loot and raid their state, especially as to like medical personnel, which this state does produce. Nurses and stuff, doctors and stuff. This state does produce those. And well, the other states would like to seize them. That's not because they're free. The other state wants to produce them because they don't. They're like, hey, we're not going to tax, or hey, we're going to just get drunk with money. That's all the money that they need. It's still mere state. God does this. God does this too. Okay, God doesn't like, do anything with the money he's got other than entertain himself. So he goes to Missouri and says, hey, let me steal some medical equipment and use it for my purpose. I said, Don, that ain't yours. Well, I think that I get to, seize, medical equipment and say it's mine for my purpose. Don, that ain't your medical equipment. And you're just like George Bush. He wants to come here and say, hey, you can seize your library. I don't think they're worthy of using it. I think you ought to want to support me. The hell of all that stuff is yours. Costs for me. And they're like, Ronald Reagan. Well, yeah, he wants to play around. I said, that stuff's yours. We're going to give that stuff to some computer fraud to some friend of mine. And then I'm going to embezzle your treasury and give that to some friend of mine. And then I'm going to run around and tell you to work while you tell me. Well, that boy never was welcome here. I don't know if he did campaign here. That boy lived in Illinois. And there's a reason he's not welcome here. He wants to agitate, instigate all that stuff over there in Illinois. Take those people out to the lake, or several of them drowned, dead, and say, hey, I'm a big hero. I saved them. I saved so many people. That's just like the cop that writes so many PWIs. He's just rolling drunks. The cop runs around and says, hey, we're all those PWIs. Yeah, he poured all that liquor down their throat and then beat him up on. You see right there, he poured all that liquor down their throat. And then he said, hey, I'm your favorite cop, I'm going to beat the guy up on. And that's what he does. Kind of like Reagan Hobson. He's like, well, what's this guy, what are these namby-pamby people doing? I don't know. And like the acid case, running for office. Hey, I'm a Vietnam veteran, I'm a real nice boy. He's telling them, well, what are you going to do to control alcohol in the state of Missouri? Or in this county? Why ain't going to do a thing about that? Well, the boy can't even be elected because he's standing there saying he swears to refuse to abide by the law. Okay, boy, you can't be elected anything because you stand there and swear that you refuse to abide by the law. Because you think you're free. Okay, boy, you think you're free. And you just gonna stand there and refuse to abide by the law. I guess you think you're gonna tell us what we supposed to be silent. We supposed to be balls. You're gonna stand there and tell us your workers state. Well, you already been to Vietnam. You might go back there, boy. That's why you went to Vietnam, boy. Because you think I gotta serve your workers state, boy. Okay, boy. Off you go. And who we started to? We started at people over there. Shouting the boy ourselves. I think we're gonna start doing that. Go ahead, start doing that. All those boys, let's see, they act like they are good boy. They're a good boy. Telling you to serve their worker state. Saying you are to work. That's a worker state. That's a Nazi worker state. They're telling you are to work. Work is like industrial labor. What work is. What it is like assembly line, cars. It just makes somebody with a pair of hands. You gotta work at a table, being a watch, or you might work at an assembly line, being a car. That's work. But anyway, like mining, that's mining. Carpentry, that's carpentry. Plumbing, that's plumbing. Bricklaying, that's bricklaying. Electrical work, well, that's electrical work in the shop. And an electrician, that's like a guy that wires your house. That's it. Or you wire an airplane. Well, like an actual, there's like an electrical engineer, like a toy maker, the taper, electrical engineer. Right. light assembly or heavy assembly, make it plastic. I like being a machine operator. And like whatever, you make something out of plastic. You can inject something in a mold and it makes something out of plastic. Do it just by pushing a button. Okay, you push a button and inject something in a mold, and wherever you open the door and you take a piece of plastic out. So what Eddie said, it's the most boring stuff you ever heard of, and it does give you cancer. And it is cancerous. Well, you go in there and say, hey, what do you make this stuff out of? And they say they make it out of trees. I say, oh, that can't be so bad. They make that stuff out of oil. It's an oil product. And it does give you cancer. And yeah, they want to go around the world. The British Petroleum and Exxon, Rockefeller, they get this stuff so they can harm you. Just trying to say harm, to be nice. They run around the world getting that stuff to kill you. It ain't like a question mark. It ain't a question mark at all. That's known scientific law. They run around the world telling you there's a violence in the United States to kill you for living. Okay, boy, you're gonna run around the world and tell people it's a violence in the United States to kill Americans for living. And then you can go around and say you a country yourself. You ain't a country here, boy. You ain't a country here, boy. So we're having a pretty good exercise. But man, just taking a week off. Got a week. So let's see, bicep, tricep, side bend. Okay, chest and shoulders. Chest and shoulders. Let's do a little bit more forearm. This is what we do for our forearms. Just put your arms up like this. Well, for 27 minutes. Yeah. We're on Twitter. You're on Twitter. Yeah, the law is the boy can't talk about you at all. Not even allowed to speak. So he thinking law is he gonna run around and talk about you. Law is the boy ain't even allowed to speak. So the boy thinks the law is he gonna run around and talk about you. Justify what he doing. Well, it's not only you, but anybody else. All right. You must say only those bad fellas there. And you got a drug, let's see, prison. We'll get one of those bad fellas here. You got a drug, see, prison. But that fool, Sam Page, you think you got him a Page Dale just right back east there. Right there back east, and then what do you think is his Page Dale? It's one of them plastic injection molding shots that's killed several people to make a stupid thing like a head strap or a baseball team. Okay, boy, you're gonna kill people in North St. Louis, make a hat strap or a baseball team. I guess that's why people don't like you. So what's the boy do? The boy brings his Kingsman. He brings the king down. And while it's dead to utter against Kingsman. And it's dead. It's dead to utter against the king. And it's dead to touch the Kingsman. So he brings the Kingsman. What's the Kingsman do? Well, he cut pistols. Gold, diamonds, jewelry, and just gold, diamonds, and stuff like that, and oil, and tobacco, and liquor. And so they keep saying, well, what's wrong with South St. Louis or North St. Louis? What's wrong with St. Louis? For the Kingsman, for that finery over there, the Kingsman. That over there in Illinois, they want to call that a federal courthouse. And that's Kingsman over there. And you do everything you can over here to kill the inhabitants over here. We've been doing that since 1801. Shit, at least we do something. That's what boy wears. That's why we're like regular lean over here. Okay, regular over here. You gotta say, I'm gonna take you all the legs. I'm gonna save them now. Okay, you took all those little girls and legs, you saved a lot of them down. Well, how many of them drowned? Hundreds, thousands. You saved hundreds. Okay, boy. You took them out to sea. A lot of them died. You saved a few. I guess you need to come over here. Well, you don't want to go over here. You won't go here now. You want to steal them in action. You want to steal them down those two. Give it to his Harrier jump jet project for his queen. Move in a bunch of Hindus and Muslims. And where they built their mosque and their temple. They both members of the Queen England realm. Both of them Muslims and the Hindus. The king's men, the members of the realm, the members of the crown. And let's see what they do. Where they shoot people. Anyway, so what does he do? He got into British Patrol and he got a Harrier jump jet project. And what do they call it? McDonald's. And then old McDonald's, he go over to China, some state-of-the-art machine tooling equipment. Well, McDonald's friends in Australia sells them all the minerals, iron, you can ever want. And so I guess they got something for y'all to do. Like go over there. And I guess if you don't go over there, you're gonna do like whatever George Rogers Spark, steal your stuff. Okay, boy. If we don't go over there, you're gonna do us like you did George Rogers Spark, and you're gonna steal our stuff. That'll be alright, boy. If I just go out, we just might go out there in the woods and let you chase around again. I might just go ahead and head on out the woods, let you just run around and chase around again. That might just be alright, boy. But anyway, that's why we don't like to stay in Illinois, or Barack Obama, or Michelle Obama, or what's his name? Wait, Rankin. So Barack Obama, he think he can kill people in Missouri with Missouri's nuclear reactor. Because he think there's something called a federalized. Okay, he think there's something called a federalized. So he want to steal a nuclear reactor and run General Motors with it. So he can pay whatever high school record, like $100,000 a year, to have us build a house and take care of him. And then what? He gotta pay out most of his money to some bank to live in the house. But that house in Anchor, the House of Morgan, that's Barrett Walkshaw. And it might be Secretary Summers, it might be Secretary Rubin, and it might be Aaron Prince. And so yeah, he wanna whatever he wanna be a banker. Okay, and the Supreme Court said banker, you can do whatever you want with your money. So okay, boy, they wanna kill us with a nuclear reactor and like enslave like people in Missouri. They're gonna get nice. They expect us to give them a nice house and they expect us to take care of it. They're gonna get most of their money, most of it, almost all of it. Arab Prince, Secretary Rubin, Secretary Summers, and who else over there? I guess the King of England, the House of Morgan, City Court of the House of Morgan. I guess they're gonna get the Barrett Watch out, Lord Rolls. That's what they're gonna give it to you. That's why we don't like the living boots at all. Don't even want you talking to those people at all. We don't want you working at all. What ain't gonna be defending States, you're going to be endangering life on the planet by having that hole in Australia and send all that iron ore to the Chinese, along with state-of-the-art machines, tooling, equipment. And then Joe Biden for the state of Delaware, all those foreign stock companies owned by named Kings. I guess that boy just gonna tell you what to do. Same for those Kings over there in Delaware. But anyway, so why did you need the depleted uranium? You don't. That's inferior to titanium. So why did you go get it? Well, they get that in Australia and Upper Canada. So Ronald Reagan wanted to go get that to give your money to Maggie Thatcher to come over here and run British Petroleum and kill you with air pollution. 400,000 you die from air pollution every year. And today, Bama, what the Queen going to kill 450,000 people with British American tobacco? Of course, you won't blow up there. But anyway, okay, that's what's happening, man. You okay? You helping yourself? You helping them? Okay, dime coming town. Start a fight at the train station. Again. Okay? What can y'all do? Y'all help yourself. That's what y'all do. Okay, you help yourself, you help them. You help them, killing us. Well, you help them kill us, don't cry. You got nothing coming. So they want to run around and say, you being enslaved, you ain't free. What ain't free to do what they do now? What ain't free to do what they do anymore? Like I met this guy named Nobody, and he just one of those guys that don't take no shit at all. Just doesn't take it. He don't dish that. He don't take none of that. Not anything. Not nary a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this to Nobody. And well, we'll do lower body later. That was pretty alive. It's kind of hot today. Do lower body more. Okay? Have a nice day. Don't visit Missouri. We don't want you to.